All right. So if you're just hopping on here, guys, just a reminder, today's workout, we are going to use a towel. So dish towel or hand towel size is best. As long as you can hold it at like shoulder width apart, that's gonna work best. So something smaller, like a face cloth, not really gonna do the trick as good. Something bigger, you could always hold closer together. And hard floor. So the idea is that this will act as a glider and we can slide with it using like some ab moves, some low body moves, some upper body stuff. So towel, hard floor. If you're on carpeted floor, if hard floor and a towel is not an option, better option is like a book or a magazine will usually slide on carpet. So that could work for you. And if none of these are an option, totally fine. You can do the body weight version. So I'll give you like some alternatives that you can try if you don't have a towel, if you don't have a hard floor, or you don't have carpet, books, stuff that will slide. And we have like 20 seconds and then we are getting into it. So we've got our warm up, 2 circuits, both of which we're gonna use a glider for, and then a stretch. Make sure you have some water. If you like to have a mat for when we come down onto the floor, have a mat handy. All right, let's get you guys nice and warm. So find some space. We're gonna start easy. We're gonna roll the wrists and the ankles. So start with both wrists and one ankle and just around and around, kind of working out all the kinks, all the cracks. A few more. And then switch the direction of your wrists and go to the other ankle. Big rolls. Ooh, I got a couple good cracks there. Couple more. And then right into your jumping jacks. Arms all the way up and down. If you want low impact, you can always step it, tapping those arms overhead and the alternating foot out to the side. 5 more seconds, then side lunges in 3, 2, 1. Stay wide, bend one knee at a time, hinging at the hips, sending the butt backwards. If you want to make it harder, pop up on the opposite heel. Finding a really good inner thigh stretch. 5 more seconds, then kick toes. 3, 2, 1. Stay tall, kick. Touch the opposite toe if you can, keeping the body nice and straight, loosening up the hamstrings and the hips. 5 seconds, then skater steps. 3, 2, 1, skater steps. Cross it back, touch the floor with the same hand as the back leg. If that's too much, you can always go to the knee instead of all the way to the floor. Both knees are bending, finding an outer glute stretch. In 3, 2, 1, squats. Feet shoulder width apart or a little bit wider. Sit back on your heels, knees following the line of the toes, chest staying high. 5 more seconds, then butt kicks. 3, 2, 1, butt kicks. Heels to your butt, nice little jog, loosening up the quads. If you want low impact, just step it for the same thing. 5 more seconds, then we'll do alternating quad stretch. 3, 2, 1, stay here, grab your foot, bring it up to your butt, 2 or 3 seconds, then switch it, same thing on the other side. Little stretch, little balance, but we're keeping it dynamic. So move every 2 or 3 seconds. If you need a wall for support, use it. 3, 2, 1, side bends and twists. Big side bend each way, and then a twist each way, rotating your upper body. So we get our oblique stretch, and we wake up the back. A couple more times through that combo, then we'll go into your arm circles. In 3, 2, 1, arm circles. Big circles back, loosen up your shoulders. A few more. And then open and hug, alternate which arm hugs on top, stretch out your chest and your back. Big open. A few more, then we'll do 2 pulses overhead. 2 pulses up, 1 pulse down. Really pull the hands back, shoulders down and back, away from the ears. In 3, 2, inchworm push-ups. Touch the toes, walk forward to a plank, give me a push-up from your toes or your knees, and then walk back in, stand it up, do it all again. Getting a nice hamstring stretch, waking up the shoulders, the chest, the back, the abs. 5 more seconds, then downward dog plank T opens in 3, 2, 1. Push back to downward dog, pull through to your plank, T opens right and left. Keep going. I'm gonna go to the side so you can see better. Downward dog, plank, T opens right and left. If the T opens feel like too much, you can do them on your knees or take them out. 3, 2, 1, right into plank, deep lunge, twisting reach towards that front leg, then back to your plank and over to the other side. Front knee is bent, back leg is straight, unless it's too deep of a stretch, and then you can get that back leg a bend. 3, 2, 1, all fours reach under and up. So stay on this arm, reach under to the opposite side, open it up, twisting the body with it, and then go back down, same arm. Feeling that stretch in the shoulder and the back. 5 more seconds, then we'll do the other arm. 3, 2, 1, switch sides. Reach under, see if you can drop the back of your shoulder into the mat, and then open it up, twisting, looking out to the side with that arm. Couple more times, then we'll do cat to cow. In 5, 3, 2, 1, hands and knees, arch the back, look up at the ceiling, and then round the back, look at your legs. Take your time, really stretch out that back. Big arch and a big round. 5 more seconds, then child's pose to cobra. In 3, 2, 1. Sit back in child's pose, relax for a couple seconds, and then pull through, drop the hips, look up at the ceiling. If you want to make it harder, you're going to dive under the fence, staying close to the floor, and then dive back under. Or you can just go move to move. 5 more seconds, then 3 pulse hamstring stretch in 3, 2, 1. All the way back to a little crouch. 3 pulses. Straighten the legs, stay as close to the floor as you can, and then come back down and do it again. Just trying to loosen up the hamstrings. 1 more time. And then gently roll yourself up, taking your time. All right. So if you guys have just joined us there during the warm-up, we are using a towel, okay? So hand towel, dish towel is gonna work best. Hard floor is gonna work best so it can slide. If you're on carpet, book or magazine will usually slide on carpet. First circuit is our big one. We are gonna go through this a few times. I'm gonna shove this mat out of my way. We're gonna do alternating backwards lunges. So one leg steps back and then the next, just like this. But every time you step back, you're gonna pass this towel underneath to the other hand, same hand as back leg. So if my left leg is stepping back, my left hand has the towel, I pass it under, I stand up, I pass it back with the other leg, okay? So this way, we already have this space that I can easily pass it under. If we're this way, it's a little bit harder, so you wanna go the easy way. We ready? We're here for 1 minute. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Same hand as back leg. Pass it under. And even though we're getting nice and low so that we can pass that towel under, the chest is high, the core is tight, we've got that balance, we're driving through that front heel. We're here for a while, it's a whole minute. So breathe, find a rhythm, find a pace that works for you. Make sure you have the same hand as back leg. That will make it easiest to pass it under. If you've got a rhythm going and you're going the other way, no big deal. It just makes it a little bit harder to pass it under. More than halfway through it, guys. In 20 seconds. Oh, don't we feel like basketball stars here? Pretty much. In 15 seconds, I'm gonna get you to do static lunges. So one leg forward, one back, and we're gonna hold both sides of this towel overhead. Keep it going. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Stay on one leg, both hands overhead, down and up. Static lunges. And as I'm here, guys, I'm trying to like rip apart this towel so I get lots of shoulder action. Down and up. In 5 seconds, we switch legs. 3, 2, 1. Switch legs. Right into the other side. Down and up, core nice and tight, chest high, rip that towel apart, shoulders down and back. 10 seconds, then we get to rest. In 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. Shake it out and breathe. We're gonna go into A forward raise to overhead next. So again, we're gonna rip apart that towel, holding on two ends like shoulder width apart, all the way up to overhead. Shoulders stay down, all the way back down in 8 seconds. From that move, 45 seconds there, right into forward raise, oblique chop, back and forth. 3, 2, 1. All the way up to overhead and all the way back down. Now, this is all about tension, all about what you put in. So really pull that towel apart, fight that towel every inch of this raise and this drop, okay? I want you to feel it. Core stays tight, body stays straight, that back is neutral, no arching, no leaning. We're here for 45 seconds. You're way more than halfway through it. In 15 seconds, we're gonna hold it at a forward raise position, so shoulder height, and we're gonna do alternating oblique chops. 8 seconds here, 5 seconds, in 3, 2, 1. Keep it here, bend and dip. Forward raise, side to side, and I'm finding a nice oblique crunch. So I wanna crunch on the side of my abs. Feeling a nice crunch here, stretch here. Little bend of the knees as I come down just to get deeper into that crunch. But we're not forgetting about the shoulders, pulling that towel apart, shoulders down and back, lift those abs up from the pelvic floor into the spine. In 15 seconds, you get to rest, work for that rest. So close, too close to quit. We only have 10 seconds now. Make those arms and abs burn. 3, 2, 1, rest. Shake it out and breathe. We're gonna go into an overhead press into a lat pull down. So again, we're pulling this band apart. I'm here in a front rack position. I'm gonna press it up overhead, but then I'm gonna take it behind into a back rack position for a lat pull down. So I'm gonna go back and forth, fighting that band apart the whole time. We ready? In 5, in 3, 2, 1. Front rack, press it up to overhead, bring it behind you. So remember, when we do our lat pull down, we want to really pull the elbows down, squeezing the shoulder blades together, feeling that back. So we've got shoulders on the press, we've got back on the lat pull down. And I don't want you to rush it here. I want you to take your time, fight that band apart, nice strong press, nice strong lat pull down. Make it seem like this towel weighs at least 20 pounds. And I know you can do way more than that. 15 seconds, then we get to rest. All the way up, all the way down, front rack to back rack, feeling the shoulders and the back. You got this. 8 more seconds, then we get to rest again. In 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. We're gonna go into V's. So I'm gonna put this on the floor, underneath my feet. I'm in a plank position, hands and toes. I'm gonna initiate the move by squeezing my abs that naturally draws my feet into an upside down V, and then I extend back out. If that's too hard, tuck it, or if that's still too hard, just hold your plank, ignore the legs. We ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go, guys. Squeeze the abs to initiate the move. So don't let the legs lead. They're just along for the ride. Squeezing those abs like crazy, drawing that butt up to the ceiling, pulling those legs in, using that core strength. Takes a lot of shoulder work, a lot of core work. So take your time, breathe through those reps. If you need to modify, you are doing either a tuck or you're gonna hang out in a plank, and you know you can always drop to your knees and lean the weight forward if the plank is too much. 8 seconds. Keep it going. 3, 2, 1, rest. Again, we're gonna put our feet on this glider, but this time we're gonna do a glider drag. If you have shoulder stability issues, you're just gonna hang out in a plank. Don't worry about the moving portion. If you're good, plank position, hands and toes, and I'm gonna walk my hands forward, just dragging my legs with me. Once I get forward, I'm gonna go backwards. Okay, back and forth, little steps. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Find a plank. Keep that core nice and tight so nothing is moving except my hands. I'm just kind of there for the ride. Don't let your knees bend. Don't let those feet move. Just drag them. That's why it's called glider drag. Backwards should feel a little bit easier than forwards. And the really tough part of this is going from backwards to forwards. but you're almost done. Feel those abs burning, feel those shoulders burning. 8 seconds. In 5, in 3, 2, 1, rest. We're gonna do a push-up, guys. This is gonna be a really challenging push-up. So I'm gonna do it on my knees. If you wanna do it on your toes, go for it. I'm gonna fold this over. I'm just gonna use it under one hand. I'm gonna do a push-up, but as I push up, I'm gonna reach and do kind of like an ab roll to the floor. Then I come back and I change to the other hand. We ready? In 3, 2, 1, push up, reach, and come back and switch hands. If you can make it where your chest goes all the way to the floor and then you come back in, that's your range of motion. If that feels like too much, you can fall all the way down and then pull it in and reset. So you have options. If you want to try your toes, go for it. You are here for 40 seconds, but you only have 10 seconds left. Really reach, feeling your regular push-up, your chest, your back, but also the core. 3, 2, 1, rest. We're gonna lay on this mat now that I just used for my knees, and we're gonna pass this towel from our feet to our hands. Hard version, you're laying flat, everything is extended, you bring everything together, pass it, and extend it again. Then bring it back and pass it again. If that's too much, do knees, extend, and bring it in. Ready? Let's go. So bring everything together, pass it hands to feet, extend everything, and then bring it back. This is super challenging on the core, and we want to keep that back attached to that mat, that core nice and tight. So the same position, looking at the top of the abs, looks like the bottom of the abs. If you find you're seeing some coning, or if you're feeling a big arch in your back, adjust your form. Don't go as low or pass from the knees. 10 seconds, almost there. Breathe through it as everything falls. Let the breath out. 3, 2, 1, rest. Awesome job, guys. That's round 1. Of course, we're going to go through it many more times. So we are all the way back at that very first move, the backwards lunge, where we pass the towel underneath, same hand as back leg. This guy. 1 minute there, right into our 20-second static lunge with the overhead hold each leg. Here we go. Pass it under, same hand as back leg. In 5, 3, 2, 1, let's go. We did it once, guys. We can do it again. Now you know all the moves. You're gonna be a pro this time. Nice, smooth transitions. And everything is pretty much the same this time. In round 1, we had 25 seconds of rest in between each move. I shortened it, but only a tiny bit. We have 20 seconds rest in between each move this round. Still lots of time to rest, recover, figure out what's coming next. 30 seconds down, 30 to go here. Big step back, get low, bend that back knee just above the floor. Chest is high. We are driving through that front heel, feeling the glutes and the quads. Use your abs to find the balance. You can also stare at a point on the floor. In 10 seconds, whatever leg you want to start with, static lunges, and we're holding this towel overhead. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Hold it up, static, down and up. Rip that towel apart, guys. I want you to get those shoulders involved. And as you're doing this lunge, we should be feeling a burn in the back quad. Keep going, this guy, and the front glute. 3, 2, 1, switch legs right into it. Let's go. We did one side. We got to have even legs. Let's get the other side done. Down and up. Don't forget that towel. Spread those arms. Rip it apart. 8 seconds to go. Then we get to rest. Work for that rest. I'm getting sweaty already. 3, 2, 1, rest. 20 seconds. Shake it out. We're going into your forward raise to overhead. This one, 45 seconds. And then into your oblique chops for 45 seconds. Here we go. Shoulders down the back, core tight. Set yourself up for success. 3, 2, 1. Rip it apart. Let's go. All the way up and all the way down. Keep those ribs tucked, so as we get overhead, we don't arch that back, we don't send those ribs forward. We're nice and positioned, the exact same at the bottom as we are at the top. Whew. Shoulder burn, I'm sweating, and we're halfway through it. In 20 seconds, right into your forward raise hold, and we do our alternating oblique chops, so we're gonna feel those abs in 12 seconds. Let those shoulders have it, guys. 10 more seconds to go. Perfect timing for a couple more reps. In 5, in 3, 2, 1. Keep it forward. Take it down to one side. Little bend in the knees as we crunch. Feel those obliques, so the sides of your abs. Get that crunch, get that stretch. Don't forget about the shoulders. 45 seconds that we're here, and I want you to feel it for every single one of those seconds. Halfway through it already, we're flying. In 20 seconds, we get to rest. Work until that rest. Almost done, a few more each side. 10 seconds to go, big crunch. Couple more each side. In 3, 2, 1, rest. 20 seconds, relax, breathe. We're going into your overhead press and lat pull down. So 1 here, and then we take it to back rack, feeling the shoulders on our first press and our back on our lat pull down. 10 seconds, shake at the arms, take a breath. Here we go. In 5, shoulder width apart. 3, 2, 1, front rack, press it up, and then squeeze that back as you pull it down. Same form checks as always, guys. Body stays straight up and down. Ribs tucked, core tight, back straight and supported with that strong core. We want to give all this work, all that tension to the shoulders and the back. Don't rush it. Feel that press, feel that pull. Feel that press, feel that pull. You got this. Way more than halfway through it. You only have 18 seconds to go, then we get to rest again. Make those arms nice and tired. Earn that rest. It's coming in 10 seconds. Perfect timing to squeeze in at least 2 more. 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, rest. 20 seconds, we're going into our V's, guys. And if it's bothering your wrist, you can always set your hands up on your mat to make it a little more gentle. You can do the tuck, you can do the straight legs, or you can hold a plank. You have options. I'll show you all 3. 5 seconds. Here we go. Plank position, feet on the glider. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze the abs to come up into that upside down V, and then extend back out. If that feels like too much, your version is the tuck. If that still feels like too much, version is the plank. Still too much, plank on your knees, lean the weight forward. If the wrists are an issue, you can always go to your forearms and do any of those options there. But if you can stay on your hands, we're gonna get some shoulder action and be able to get a little deeper into that V. Almost done. 10 seconds. Whew, that sweat is dripping. Let's go. If you're not there, if you're not at my level, let's get there. Let's get drippy. 3, 2, 1, rest. Shake up those wrists and those shoulders, guys, because we need them for the glider drag. We're gonna walk it forward and back. Again, your option here is to not move and to stay in that plank. 10 seconds, take a breather, relax. We're ready to walk forward and back, dragging the legs. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it, guys. Find the plank and then little steps with the hands. So don't leave too much. We want to keep the hands somewhat close to underneath the shoulders. Forwards and backwards, as many times as you can fit in 40 seconds. We're already halfway through it. 20 seconds down, 20 to go. Find a rhythm, find a version that works best for you. Almost there. In 10. In 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. 20 seconds, push up with your towel reaches. So I'm gonna come down onto my knees with one hand on this towel, and we're gonna drop down into that glider ab while we do the push up. We ready? In 5, 3, 2, 1. Do that push up, extend that arm, pull it back in, switch sides. You want your elbow of the push up side to be going to like a 45-degree angle. So it's not going right out to the side. It's not coming right into your side. Somewhere in the middle. Now my towel's just here to wipe up all my sweat droplets. Core stays nice and tight, guys. Remember, your variation, you can come all the way down, tuck that arm, press back up if it's too hard to come back in from the extended arm. 8 seconds. You can always shorten the range of motion if going to the floor is not for you. 3, 2, 1, rest. Get ready to lay down. We're gonna pass this towel back and forth from your hands to your feet. Alternate version, pass it to your knees. I'll show you both. You've got 8 seconds, and then we're ready to go. Core tight, lift up, lift in. In 3, 2, 1. Bring everything together, pass it hands to feet. Let everything fall apart. If you can tap it to the floor, awesome. If bringing it all the way to the floor makes you lose that back and that core position, don't go quite as low. So you could always stay a little bit higher, or you could always pass it knees to hands. Find a version that works for you and keep doing it for 14 more seconds. Really getting those low abs in it as we get close to the floor. 5 more seconds to go. You're doing great. 3, 2, 1, rest. Awesome job, guys. We did it twice, but of course we're gonna do it again. So in 22 seconds, we are back one more time to your alternating. I better not tell you one more time in case I'm lying. I think it's one more time, but there's a chance it could be 2 more times. Backwards lunge, passing it, same hand as back leg. Are you guys sweaty? I'm getting so sweaty already. Here we go, 5 seconds, 1 minute here. Same hand, back leg. 3, 2, 1. Let's get it done, guys. Pass it under. Keep moving, keep breathing. You got this. 1 step at a time, 1 rep at a time. We're gonna get through this. We're working together. We're gonna feel so good when this circuit is done, and we're pretty close to it being done. And this is our long one. Big step back, get low. Driving through that front heel, core tight, find the balance. Halfway, 30 seconds down, 30 seconds left. We know what comes next. We're gonna be doing static lunges, overhead arms. Woo, it's a lot of lunges. 15 seconds to go. Might need some help lowering myself into a seated position after this one. 10 seconds. Come on, finish strong. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Overhead, static. Let's get it done. Up and down, same leg for 20 seconds. How are those shoulders doing? They should be burning. If not, pull apart harder, press down, shoulders down and back further. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides, right into the other leg. Let's go, no rest. We are in it. Crushing it, you guys. 10 seconds down, 10 to go, then we get a rest. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Enjoy that rest. You earned it, but it is quick. 10 seconds, tension, forward raised overhead in 5, 3, 2, 1. All the way up to overhead, all the way back down. Yep, you heard that right, guys. You had 25 seconds of rest in round 1. You had 20 seconds of rest in round 2. Now you have 10 seconds of rest. So a super short rest, but the good news about short rest is that it makes everything go by quicker. So this round's gonna be done really soon. Way more than halfway through this one, you only have 15 seconds left. Then we're doing our forward raise hold into our oblique chops in 10. Come on, let's squeeze in another rep here. 5 more seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Forward raise, chop it. Slice it down as you come down. Feel that crunch, crunch, crunch. So I want you to feel a big crunch right here and a big stretch right here every single time. Find that spot, so don't rush the bottom position. Take a second, feel it, and then come back up. And as we come back up, we know what we're doing. We're ripping apart that towel. We're feeling the shoulders, a little bit of the back, so much of the obliques. 15 seconds. Now even closer, 10 seconds to go. Give me some big crunches here at the end. Couple more each side. In 3, 2, 1, rest. 10 seconds, then into our overhead press, lat pull down. In 5, we're gonna be right here. 3, 2, 1, front rack, press it up overhead, pull it down. Make sure you find a pace that feels good, like where you can really feel it. If we rush it too much, then we're gonna lose out on all that tension, in that pull, in that hold. We're here for 45 seconds. And you are officially halfway through it. And the good news is you guys have been working at this circuit for almost 23 minutes. We have a little over 9 minutes to go, including rest. So we're super close. 15 seconds left here. Give me that shoulder burn. Give me that back burn. Back and forth, shoulders to back. 10 seconds. Almost done. Couple more. In 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. Quick 10 seconds of rest into your V's, guys. Hands on the floor or your mat, feet on the glider. 3, 2, 1, find that plank, squeeze those abs. Now you know the drill. You can do straight legs, you can do bent knees, you can hang out in a plank, you can drop to your knee plank. If you're in your knee plank, I want the weight forward so you can still feel the abs. This is 40 seconds, guys. You're flying. You're more than halfway through it. You've got 18 seconds to go. Come on. Dig deep. 14 seconds now. Perfect timing to squeeze in at least 1 more, 2 more if you're speedy. 8 seconds. Lead with the ab squeeze. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Shake out the wrists and the shoulders. We need them for that glider drag coming up real quick. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Find that plank position. Drag those legs as you take small little steps with your hands. Core is so tight, guys. We have to flex those abs. We have to breathe. Lift up from the pelvic floor into the spine. Think about the obliques trying to wrap around and tap that belly button. Everything is tight. Everything is working. So close. We only have 15 seconds left. Don't quit on me now. If you have to, stay in a plank, but don't drop those knees. Don't fall down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Quick rest. 10 seconds into our push-up with our towel reaches. 5 seconds. Start with one hand on the towel. 3, 2, 1. Drop it all the way down and in. If you can, switch hands every single rep. You really need that core strength, that chest, that back. You've got all the strength to do this, guys. Push through. So close to being done. This one, you only have 12 seconds to go. I know you can squeeze in at least 2 more reps. 5 more seconds, one more time. 3, 2, 1, rest into your pass the towel. So get ready to lay on your back. Either pass it from hands to feet or hands to knees. 3, 2, 1, hands to feet, and everything extends. If you can make it to the floor, awesome. If not, go where you can stay in control of the core in the back, and then come back in. If it feels like too much, passing from the feet, pass to the knees, keep the legs bent, so you'll be just tapping the feet to the floor with a bent knee instead of straight legs. Almost done. We've got 14 seconds to go. Check on that low back, guys. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Amazing job. Of course, we have a speed round. I should have known myself. The good news is everything is shorter work, but of course rest as well. So we're gonna do kind of sections, big chunks. The only time we're gonna rest is when we really need to like change positions. So in 10 seconds, we're gonna pass this, same hand as back leg. The last time through these moves, 5 seconds, less than 5 minutes to go in your work in this circuit. 3, 2, 1, let's go guys. You did a minute for 3 rounds. This is our last round and it's only 40 seconds. So let's get those legs done, demolished. Flying through this one, 20 seconds down, 20 to go. Keep it moving. In 15 seconds, overhead static lunges. We're only gonna do 15 seconds each leg this time. 8 more seconds here. Come on. Couple more each leg. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Static. Up and down. This one's so quick, guys. Only 15 seconds. So go for it. Pull that towel apart. Down and up for 7 more seconds. Then we switch legs. In 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Right into the other side. Go, go, go. Arms are straight. Core is tight. Now in 8 seconds, we're not going to rest. We're going to go right into our forward raise to overhead. 3, 2, 1. All the way down, all the way up. You can do it. Getting closer and closer to being done. Every single rep, every single move that goes by. We did 45 seconds in round 1. Now it's 30, and you're way more than halfway through it. In 10 seconds, forward raise into your oblique chop. Stay with me. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Forward raise, oblique chop. 30 seconds here. Find that burn in the shoulders, a little bit of the upper back, and the obliques. Woo. Let's go, guys. Halfway there. 15 seconds down, 15 to go. Now just 10. And then, of course, we're going right into our overhead press and our lat pull down in 5, 3, 2, 1. Overhead press, lat pull down, up and down. Find that pace where you've got the shoulder burn and the back burn. Awesome news for you guys. In 20 seconds, you finally get to rest. Really been holding out on the rest this round. Let's get through 10 more seconds. I got my Darth Vader breath coming in here. Whew. 7 seconds. Up and down. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Shake it out, guys. Relax and breathe. We're going to go into your V's next, and this is going to really suck because we're going V's right into glider drag, but we're going to get it done. 20 seconds each move. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze the abs, come up into that upside down V, and then right back out to your plank. If you are hanging out in a plank, you're going to be hanging out in that plank for a long time. It's going to be 40 seconds straight plank, but you can do it. Breathe, focus on that breath. We're going into our glider drag in 3, 2, 1. Let's drag it, guys. Forward and back. You did 40 seconds here. I know you can do 20 seconds. Little steps. Keep it tight. Let those legs drag. Your arms are moving you. The abs are keeping everything in place. 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Rest. Amazing job. Into your push-up with your alternating towel reaches. And this one's going to be all by its lonesome. You get to rest before the ab move. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go, guys. Extend it. Bring it back. Switch hands. I want you to really think about your chest, your back, and your abs. Only 30 seconds. You're already halfway there. In 15 seconds, this move is totally done. You're never going back there. 10 seconds. Come on, 2 more. Let's get 1 more in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Onto your back. We got to pass the towel. And then this first long circuit is done. Thank goodness. 8 seconds. How evil of me. Here we go, guys. 3, 2, 1. Pass it to your feet or your knees, whatever version you're doing. Take your time, don't rush it. This is all about control, all about maintaining that back and that core position. Speed, we don't care about here, slow and steady. Halfway in 15 seconds, big rest coming your way. I'll even be so kind as to let you get a drink of water. 8 seconds. In 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. Enjoy this time, laying flat on the floor or grab a drink, whatever you need. One circuit down, the long one is over. While you're resting, guys, I will explain your finishing circuit. So the awesome news is that first circuit was 32 minutes long. It was so long. This next one is only 13, including rest, okay? We're still gonna use this towel, but just, it's not as important. So if you didn't have a towel, you're totally fine. The first thing I'm gonna do is put it on the floor in like a little line. So you kind of want it like skinny-ish, that you could jump over it. And I'm gonna give you options, obviously. This is gonna be more of like a cardio, consistent moving kind of circuit. So intervals are gonna range from 20 seconds to 45 seconds, depending on what move we're doing. And we'll get to rest from anywhere from 10 to 20 seconds, depending on how long we just worked for. The first one we're gonna do, everything we're gonna do 3 times, okay, before we move on. We're gonna do side jumps. So I've got my little towel lined up, and all I'm gonna do is jump over and back. Hard version is just like I did, stringing them together, little bit easier. Land, back, low impact, step, but you can still keep it high intensity, move it. If you're worried you're gonna land on that and slip, don't use it. Use it as a guide and jump back here. So even if you don't quite make it, you're not gonna land on it, okay? 20 seconds on, 10 seconds rest. Are we ready? We're recovered. 3, 2, 1, let's go, guys. 20 seconds, over and back. Little like ski jumps. This is how people ski over moguls. I don't ski, but we're just gonna assume a couple cool skiers, back and forth, feeling the obliques, feeling the calves. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, chill, breathe. You only have 10 seconds, then we're doing that 2 more times. Here we go. 5 seconds, round 2 of 3. 3, 2, 1. Let's go again, guys. We did it once. We can do it again. Hardest, this, easier. Take a second. Take a second. Low impact. Step it. 1 foot's down at all times. But you gotta keep that intensity up. 8 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. 2 down, 1 to go. 8 seconds. And we're back at it. 1 more time. Oh, here we go. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's jump. Little side jumps. Remember, if you're worried about landing, come on back. Use it as a guide. If you need help, little reset, take it. Low impact, take it. 8 seconds, almost there. In 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. 20 seconds. Next up, we're gonna do windmill planks. Wide stance, holding both sides. I'm gonna sweep it all the way up and over. I'm gonna bend this front knee. I come all the way down. Front leg steps back to a plank. That same leg steps back in, and we do the same thing on the other side. Ready? Let's go. Sweep it over, front leg steps back, same leg steps back in. Now we sweep over to the other side. Front leg steps back to your plank, right back in, back and forth, okay? Once you have that rhythm, feel free to up that pace a little bit. Plank, in, switch. Plank, in, switch. As you come up, you know the drill. I want you to pull apart that towel. I want you to feel the shoulders, feel the abs, feel the back. 10 seconds. This is a long one if you haven't noticed. In 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. 15 seconds, 1 down, 2 to go. These are 45-second intervals here. Windmill planks with our tension towel. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Sweep it all the way over. Bend that front knee. Step to that plank. That same leg comes back. So it's always the same leg moving back to the plank and into that deep lunge. Back and forth. Windmill into your plank. And I really want you to be in a true plank with the butt down, the core tight. So don't let me see those butt up. Don't let me see those legs bent. Get low. And if you've got it and you feel good, push that pace, guys, as soon as you're down. Step it back, step it in, let's go. 10 seconds. Find that hustle. Let yourself get sweaty. 3, 2, 1, rest. 2 down, 1 to go. Take a few deep breaths, exact same thing. One more time, windmill planks. In 5, 3, 2, 1, sweep it over. Step it back, right back in, go over to the other side. Set that pace right away, guys, something challenging where it's tough to get through the whole 45 seconds. If the towel is giving you trouble, leave it out, use your hands. If you're struggling in a plank, bend the knees, step it back. 15 seconds. Come on, 10 seconds. I know you can get in at least 2 more. You gotta hustle. In 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. 20 seconds, guys. We're gonna do tension towel overhead squats. So overhead squats are really challenging on shoulder and ankle mobility. So you might wanna go wider than your regular squat. You're gonna hold the towel up overhead and you're gonna sit down in that squat, down and up, okay? Straight line from your neck or the top of your head down to your butt, okay? Ready, set, let's go. Hold it up, down and up. Feeling everything. I want you to feel those shoulders. I want you to feel the abs. I want you to feel the glutes and the quads. I want you to get a stretch in the shoulders, the ankles, the hips. This is an amazing full body move, and we're in it for 40 seconds, halfway there. Whew. Keep that weight on your heels, knees following the line of the toes, arms straight, tension in that towel. 10 seconds, let's go. 5 seconds, couple more. 3, 2, 1, rest. Shake it out, 1 down, 2 to go, exactly like that. 5 seconds, we're back at it. 3, 2, 1, arms up, down and up. Set that pace, set that tone, but obviously form first, speed second. So make sure heels stay on the floor. If you're struggling, try getting a little wider in your squat stance. Check on that core, belly button in. We're breathing. Pull that towel back. Halfway. In 15 seconds, you get to rest. Don't quit early. Get through 10 more seconds. 3 or 4 more. You may even squeeze in 5 or 6 more. We're flying. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Shake up the shoulders. Shake up the legs. One more time. 5 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Down and up. Down and up. Straight line from that towel to your butt. If you have a mirror or you can see yourself on the screen, check out that form. Such a hard one, guys, but we are getting there. We're already halfway there. 20 seconds down, 20 to go. Stick it out. If it's getting too much on the shoulders, go here, press it up like a thruster. But if you can stay up, stay up. 10 seconds, 8 seconds, 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, rest. Relax those arms and legs. We are going to do a plank. This is going to be a challenging one, so I'm going to give you options with the glider and without. Plank, hands, and feet. I'm going to take my opposite hand and my opposite foot together, and I'm going to pass the glider from one to the other. I'm going to stay on one hand for 20 seconds, and then I'll tell you to switch. If that's too much, leave that out of it, okay? You're in a plank, and you can alternate. Tap, 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 tap. You ready? Set, let's go. Hand to the opposite foot. Everything extends. Then bring it back. So the same hand and foot are moving the whole time. And if they can come in together and extend together, that's what you're looking for. If you need to separate it, separate it. 3, 2, 1, switch sides, right into the other side. Bring it together, extend, together, extend. If it feels like too much, guys, ignore the glider, just come in and in, alternating. Or you can always hang out in a plank. Still tough, still works that core. 3, 2, 1, rest. Stay close because we have 1 down, we still have 2 to go. Back to that original hand and leg in 8 seconds. Wow, I'm drenched. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go, guys. Build yourself a nice little kiddie pool on your floor underneath you, just like I am. A little water fountain going on over here. 10 seconds. Then we get to switch sides. Keep that core tight. You got this. Couple more. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides right into the other hand and foot. Everything comes together. Everything extends. This one is such an ab killer, guys. We're going to feel this for a day or 2. 8 seconds, then we get to rest. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Relax. 2 down, 1 to go. Thank goodness. 10 seconds, then we're back at it. Original arm and leg. Here we go. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Find that plank. Pass it back and forth. Remember, if they can come in and out together, so both are kind of off the floor at the same time, that's your jam. That's too much. Do 1 at a time. Already way more than halfway through it. 8 seconds, then we get to switch sides. Watch that you're not losing that plank. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. How's that core strength feeling? We're building it. 10 seconds, then you get a nice big rest. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Oh my goodness. Okay, guys, before we stretch, we are going to repeat 1 of every single move you just did in this circuit, the side jumps, the windmill planks, all the things, but 1 time, and you get to rest between every single move. Do you guys see what's happening here? This is crazy. You guys deserve a nice, easy one next week, but I don't think that'll happen. All right, we're gonna side jump 1 last time. 3, 2, 1, let's go. You can string it together. You can break it up. You can ignore that. You can step it, whatever you got. This is your last time. In 10 seconds, you get to rest. In 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. 15 or 10 seconds, windmill planks. Hold both sides if you're holding a towel. Wide stance, we're gonna sweep it over. Front leg steps back to your plank, right back in. 3, 2, 1, sweep it over. Front leg steps back, it steps right back in. We go to the other side. Let's go. Hear all those squeaks? That's my feet, my sneakers on all of my sweat on this floor. Halfway, guys. In 20 seconds, you get to rest. You know I need it. Last little push, 10 seconds. Let's get in another one. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. We are into our overhead squats in 8 seconds. Take a deep breath. In 5, 3, 2, 1, overhead squats. If you're struggling, get wider in that stance. Make sure those arms are relatively straight, shoulders down away from the ears. We are so close to being done, you guys. You only have 24 seconds left of this move. We have like a minute left in this whole circuit. Thankfully, Sully has come to save me. 15 seconds. Oh, he's leaving me. 10 seconds. Come on, I need at least 3 more. Let's go. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Breathe. We are going into that. Pass the towel Opposite hand to foot in that plank in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go, guys. Opposite hand to foot. So, this is already hard, Sally. We don't need to. 10 seconds, then we swap sides. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Swap sides, right into the other side. Try to keep both hip bones facing the floor. If you're struggling, get wider in your stance. 8 seconds. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Awesome job, you guys. We are going to stretch, and we're going to stretch on the floor. So find your mat, and let's start. Keep your towel close by, guys. We're going to use it for one of our stretches. But we're going to start by crossing our ankle over the opposite knee, laying on our back, and we're going to pull the the back leg in towards you. So you can grab behind the thigh, or if you want to make it a little harder, you can grab just under the knee. Stay there for 5 more seconds, then we'll do the other side. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Same thing. You can grab underneath the thigh. You can grab underneath the knee. Whatever feels good. You should feel the hip and the glute of the crossed over leg. We're going to stay there for 8 more seconds, then we're going to grab our towel. 3, 2, 1. Extend one leg, guys. Take both sides of your towel and hook it underneath your foot and try to extend that foot up. If it feels like too much, you can gently bend the bottom leg, but if you can straighten it out, stay there. And just be careful that you're not doing like a pelvic tilt where you're kind of lifting your butt off the mat to get the leg higher. I want you to feel the hamstring. And switch. Release that leg, take the other leg up, and you can keep the bottom leg straight, or you can bend the knee up to the ceiling to make it a little bit easier, but don't pelvic tuck, so don't kind of tuck the like abs and lift the booty. 3, 2, 1. Release the leg. Let's sit up and continue hamstring. So legs are straight, come forward. You can start with a pointed toe and get nice and low. And then once you're in that stretch, you can try to flex the feet so the toes point back towards you, and you'll get a deeper hamstring stretch here. 3, 2, 1. You can stay seated. We'll do our shoulders. So grab one arm across the body, give it a nice little hug. Shoulder stays down away from the ear. Just breathe here. So glad we got Sully's moral support at the stretching portion of our workout here. 5 seconds, then we get to switch sides in 3, 2, 1. Give me a nice big open, and then take the other arm across. Big pull, big hug, but shoulder stays down away from the ear. We're gonna hang out there for another 12 seconds, then we're gonna roll over onto our stomach and give the abs a little stretch. In 8, take one more breath here. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's come down onto our stomach on the mat, and then you're just gonna press into cobra or upward dog, and you're gonna drop the hips, drop the shoulders, look up at the ceiling if you can, feeling a stretch in your low back and your abs. We're gonna stay there for 8 more seconds, then we're gonna lay flat and stretch at your quads. In 3, 2, 1. Lay flat. You can either take one foot or take both feet together. I'll let you know when we're halfway if you're doing one foot. If you're doing one foot, switch to the other foot. Stay there. Really give those quads a good stretch. We did so many lunges and squats. 3, 2, 1. Release. We're going to go into downward dog. So tuck the toes under, press through the heels, ears between the arms, and we're just feeling that stretch all along the back of your legs, your calves, your hamstrings. We're relaxing the head, the neck, the spine. 5 more seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Let's walk everything together and slowly roll it up, and we'll just do another stretch before we go. We're gonna go nice and wide. We're gonna do a side bend circle. So give me a big side bend over to this way. Feel that oblique all along the side from all those obliques, the plank moves we did and the oblique twist, and then come all the way over to the opposite foot. And you can even kind of push the hip to the opposite side and kind of round out that low back. And then come all the way to the center, hang out here, take a breath, relax. And then over to the other side, push the hip over, round out that back. And into the side bend on the opposite side. And up, and then we're just gonna reverse it. So take a side bend, feel that stretch. Come all the way over to the opposite foot, push the hip, round the back. To the center, relax, drop the head. Over to the opposite foot. Up into that side bend. And come on up. We are done.